fans? Chris Robinson here at the Mayweather Boxing Club. Respected trainer Jeff Mayweather. Jeff, I was just talking about the recent news that 50 Cent he's going to be collaborating with Floyd. It looks for the TMT, the Money Team Promotions. I mean, what's your thoughts on that, man?
Best thing that ever happened.
Really?
Yeah. Got a chance to talk to 50, be around him. I mean, the guy's he's a brilliant businessman.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
What do you expect in the coming months? When Floyd kind of gets out and they get things set up, what are you expecting from them in the coming months?
Well, I expect TMT Promotions to become the strongest promotional team in boxing, period.
Really?
Yes. There's some very, very big plans that I can't even reveal at this time, but they're huge. And we're working with a situation where you have a guy that's a brilliant businessman. Not only a brilliant businessman, he's also very wealthy. And with the two of them together, with their, I'd say more 50 because of his business savvy, because of the fact that he's been in that situation and he's done those type of things. He's made those type of deals and things like that. And Floyd, of course, being who he is and what he's established in the sport of boxing, it's an awesome combination. When you put the two together, and they're still young guys. They're still young guys that that people can relate to. The young fighters want to be a part of it. So I think it's awesome.
And it looks like they've signed Yoriorkis Gamboa, the Billy Dib, the IBF featherweight champion, Andre Durrell. What do you think of that crop so far, as far as their first little wave of signees?
Well, they're off to a great start. They also have my fighter, Celestino Caballero. So,
really?
So they're off to a good crew of fighters. And basically all the guys they signed are already world champions, so they're already established in the game.
Right. And I was also going to ask, 50 Cent was on Twitter. Oscar De La Hoya goes, well, it looks like, kind of took a shot. It looked like at him, said everybody wants to be a promoter. 50 fired back at Oscar, said, I bet you ain't going to be promoting Floyd no more. Do you think that's just like a little bit of war of words, or do you think that TMT is going to work with Golden Boy? how does this affect Golden Boy?
Well, to be honest, that part of it I don't honestly know. But I think that realistically, there should be no need for Golden Boy. If you're doing your own promotions, why share the wealth with anyone?
Okay.
So I think that eventually they probably will, move on to, solely being TMT Promotions.
But do you feel that they might have to work with Golden Boy for just a while, just because they do have future opponents for Floyd, such as maybe a Sal Alvarez, for example?
That's true, but it's also not true, because the reality is this: who don't want to fight Floyd?
Yeah.
It makes no difference who you with. And if your promoter doesn't allow you to, he's doing you a disservice.
And Floyd has said, he's going to probably walk away. He won't fight past 37. He said, is this just his way to stay really relevant in the sport? When he walks away, that he'll still be in the headlines and still be.
No, I don't think it's that. Because people are going to talk about Floyd forever.
Yeah.
They're going to talk about him forever. So he don't have to put anything out there to just try to sell anything. The thing is that I think that basically, he's being true to himself in regards to the fact that he's not fighting often, and when he does train, he has to train so hard to get himself, in peak shape and things that he's been doing it all his life. But still at some point in time, you made that kind of money, and not to say that it's hard to get up, because I already know what his motivation is, because his motivation is the fact that, he's just not trying to let nobody, in a sense, kind of like most fighters, they get to a certain point and, they slack a little bit, especially when they made the kind of money that he's made. But, Floyd has so many haters, and that's his motivation. It's basically to keep them silent.
Gotcha. Appreciate it, Jeff. Thank you.